Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Converge Radio. It's a real treat to get to chat with you listeners and to get to chat with my special guest right now. It's Elizabeth Moen. How are you doing today, Elizabeth?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Now, I will say, you told me in this previous thing, you're dealing with allergies a little bit. I just want to call you on that. I deal with allergies too, so I just hope you're making the best of it like I am.
Oh yeah, we've got all the stuff. We got all the allergy meds, all the nasal decongestants, all that fun stuff.
Nice. Well,
We
and
got
big
it. We
ups
got it
to
all ready to go.
allergy meds. I love, like, of any medicines, allergy meds, they're my jam. Oh, now that we've kicked
Yeah.
off a great interview with allergy med chats. Um, so Elizabeth, tell me a little bit about your music, what like your progression. You have a few albums out with 2016's your self-titled and then the That's All I Wanted. Tell us a little bit about your career and what you've done.
Yeah. So I started songwriting in 2015, and I just released the first 8 songs I ever wrote in 2016, and those were like on my acoustic guitar, very folky. And then the next album was a little more electric, and also we released that one on vinyl, and it had a little more hints of like soul and blues, because I'm heavily inspired by those genres of music. And then the last one was kind of a variety of things. And yeah, this next one is just a continuous hot mess of no specific sound. I'd say that's one thing that we always have in our set, is we're just kind of touching on all the genres we're inspired by unintentionally. So like one song is like super like old timey country, and then the next one is like has like R&B hits in it, and then the next one is like super like indie rock, sort of like Courtney Barnett, Nirvana. That's just kind of the vibe of the music. I've always really loved music, and I loved playing covers, like in just to myself in high school, and then at open mics in college. And I just finally overcame some anxiety and started actually writing my own music in my junior year of college, and that kind of started to take off locally in Iowa City. And I was like, all right, I got to graduate. I went to the University of Iowa, and I was like,
What'd you
okay,
go to school for?
right, French, Spanish, and an international business degree that I didn't finish, but I finished the other two. So not even music related. It was just sort of a hobby and kind of like a party trick to be like, hey, check out, like, oh, Liz can sing and play guitar, watch her do that, and people will be like, oh, wow, she's good. And then eventually that kind of vibe got old for me, and it starting to write my own music was terrifying, but it didn't feel like a party trick anymore. It was like, all right, this isn't just to like show people I can sing. This is like to express something and like really mean something to me. Which is not to diminish covering songs. It's still one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, there's like a difference in my heart between singing to show off and singing to just like express something. That is the only way, or the only way to express it is through singing, at least in my
I
case,
think
you know.
I like that. As I've listened to your music, I hear that expressive nature, and I hear I hear some unique vocal stylings. Like you attack your songs in a really interesting way. I'm not a huge music theory person, which is makes me a
Oh,
great
same.
music journalist. But like, how would you describe your approach to singing?
It's just the less I think about it, the better it sounds. Um, I just have to trust my. I mean, now when I have some allergies going on, I got to protect my voice, so I do have to think about what I'm doing when I'm, hitting those high notes and getting real low because I don't want to damage my voice. But yeah, like I never try and force anything. Like sometimes it gets like real raspy and it gets real loud, and sometimes it's really quiet and there's like this sort of weird like fluttery thing happening, and it just whatever, like the less I think about what's happening with my hands when I'm playing guitar and with my voice when I'm singing, I think the better it sounds, or the moments where I'm really not paying attention are the moments where people are like, oh wow, I liked that part of the set.
I like that. Just being is the key. That's so cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of our set is completely new material that we're getting ready to record. And some of these songs are, I mean, these are my favorite songs that I've got because a lot of them, I'm not trying to sound pretty. Like, some of them it's like sort of screaming vibe, and some of them it's like this like weird kind of yodely twangy thing, and then sometimes it's like this like, and I also don't know music theory, but like the the melodies I'm writing are just like really erratic, and um it's just fun. And some of the songs are like, like similar to the songs I've been writing, but it's really fun to write music that um is just, yeah. Uh
Sounds
Sorry,
to me
one
like
sec.
you're just immersed in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
That's so cool. Well, let's talk about what people can expect for your live show. We got one coming up here at the Plus here in Eau Claire. What can audiences look forward to from an Elizabeth Moen show?
My bandmates and I have been having a lot of fun together, and uh I'd say my banter is also kind of like the music, sort of a hot mess sometimes, but like in a fun way. I hope that's how it's interpreted. But we're just having fun up there, and we're like making jokes with each other and laughing, and a lot of my songs are like lyrically kind of heavy, like heavy topics, or some of the songs, they've got this sort of like darker sad vibe, but we're we're still having fun. So we try and find a balance between, getting those feelings out, but also, it's a good old fashioned rock show. We also want to have fun.
Well, that's
Yeah.
exciting. That's exciting. Well, I'm in the mood to hear one of your songs before we finish this up. So let's tell me about Headgear. It's a really neat song. I first became aware of it because of actually the Tiny Desk contest, and your entry got some major NPR hype.
Yeah, we didn't win this year, obviously, but yeah, we were one of the like sort of runner up like submissions to watch, sort of thing, and that was really an honor. I've been submitting the last 3 years, and so to get that was a real treat. Yeah, this song is the first single So we haven't recorded the next album, but I recorded this song as a single, and it'll definitely be on the next album. And it's kind of just a taste of the songs I've been writing lately. Uh, it's it's got a lot of different kind of tones and vibes. Um, I I like having songs that have very distinct parts. You know, like there's this bridge part at the end of the song that's my favorite part, and it starts with a bass solo, and people come back in, and yeah, it's just, and it's also a perfect combination lyrically for me. It's about it's about this mouth guard that I wear at night. Well, I don't really anymore, but I should. And like how, like the first line is, I thought my headaches in the morning were coming from my bad dreaming, but my lover told me I'm just grinding my teeth when I'm sleeping.
Mhm.
And but it's also about, dealing with like anxiety and depression throughout the day, and like overcoming, the waves of emotions that happen during the day and at night, for people. And yeah, so it's like a silly topic, but also a serious topic, and it's okay to talk about both at the you know. So yeah, I really love Headgear. I'm glad you like it too. It's certainly our like big song right now, because it's our latest release, but also because we all just love playing it, and it really showcases all of my bandmates. I'm really lucky to play with the instrumentalists that I've got on the road with me now and on other tours, and yeah, it's just a fun song.
Well, let's take a listen. And Elizabeth, thank you so much for chatting with me today. And I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday at the Plus.
Yeah, thank you so much for talking to me this morning.
For sure. Well, listeners, right now, here is Elizabeth Moen with Headgear, right here on Converge Radio.